Hey guys, welcome to day A3. Welcome to day 3.
We have our Christmas, our 7 days of Christmas marathon.
Yeah. Ow! Please forgive the audio.
You can only find one track for the game where you can only find one remix track for the game where you can. Today we are reviewing Steven Universe Attack the Light. Yeah, a licensed video game. It's gonna be awful.
No. This is a mobile game.
This is a mobile game and it's actually incompetent. And yes, I know it's hard to believe that a licensed game is competent, but we're gonna get into that.
At this video. Okay. Attack the Light. I is an RPG that was released April 2nd, 2015. After the first bomb. Oh my God, this hurts! This hurts! This hurts so much!
After the first bomb, Attack the Light is released.
Same day Say Uncle came out. April Fools, everyone. Oh, I hate myself for this. Sorry, this remix is horrible. Oh, it's so ear grating.
Yeah.
But, the game's only $5.
So, let's get into what the game is about. So,
the minimalistic story.
Steven is on his bed playing apparently an RPG, and the gems come back. And Garnet is holding something. What is it? Why? It's a prism.
What?
Okay. And it says that only powerful gems can activate and use its power. That was repetitive.
Only gems can.
Only powerful gems can activate it. And you control it. So. Okay, so.
Oh, this is so distracting.
Okay, so.
Faster than that.
Okay, so
basically this is an abridged RPG story.
Yeah, so Steven touches it and ends up activating it.
I don't remember Steven being that strong.
Apparently. Yes, with electronic shouting "my penis."
My penis!
Okay.
My penis!
Okay, anyway.
I hate you for making me do this.
It's the only remix you can find! Okay.
Okay, but the story is basically just an abridged version of most RPGs.
So, if you're wondering how the game plays,
well, it's
you start on your first world, which is a cabin world, and you're searching for the purple light. Violet, actually. The game calls it Violet. So, you're searching. Yeah, you have to basically, after the prism summons this light warrior, and then the gems attack it and split it into 7 colors. You have to go around collecting the colors.
Yeah, collecting in the colors of the rainbow.
Yay! Okay. Anyway.
Oh, I know, it's so fun! The game is extremely linear.
So in your first level, you're introduced to the combat system. Basically, you have 4 characters. You have Steven, Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl. Steven is the support character. He can't directly attack, nor can he be attacked. He can use items and affect the stats of the other gems, and arguably has the widest variety of moves out of all characters.
God.
So, yeah. From the start, though, Steven can only use items.
Okay, so come on.
So, as for Oh no, you can only use items and heal. It'll be on the exam sheet which one I'm at. So as for what the others can do, Amethyst, it's the default attack. Yeah, Amethyst attack hits all enemies. Either with her whip. Pearl's attack hits one enemy for a small chunk of damage, but only costs 1 star point. And Garnet's its attack costs 2, but as a pretty good amount of damage to one enemy. They each have their own multitude of attacks. But for now.
Are you sure this is Attack the Light?
Oh, but for now, the
Attack or the Light? My penis! Attack or the Light battle!
Okay. Anyways.
Cup hand and head. So, next.
Okay.
Your next character. Okay,
so
try to ignore this.
Speaking of star points, every time you start a turn, you earn 5 star points are added to your current total. Your options are either select a gem and to use an attack, all of which cost star points, with the exception of using items, or end the turn, or let your enemies attack after refilling 5 star points.
Oh, it's so fun.
Okay, basically, complete your enemy's and if you tap at the same time a star appears, and you'll be able to damage it. Also, there's a diamond mode which doesn't change the gameplay, with the exception of removing the action commands and making enemies do more damage.
That is extremely dumb.
Enemies are stronger, and then remove the action commands.
That is extremely dumb.
Nothing really major.
Diamond mode is just a weight base.
So in the first world, it's like a cave area, and there's a bunch of enemies in it. So yeah.
If you were thinking, hey, this is an RPG, there must be a lot of things to look for.
I mean, it's divided into small levels.
The game is kind of linear.
So if you back to southern, there's these statues that let you shop. You can collect keys to break down light barriers, or gemstones to open doors. But it was on the overworld, and you can either approach enemies as they're in a room, or they'll spawn when you're in the room in an ambush you, getting to attack first. Either way, there's the primary objective of the game is to battle everything in your way and finish the levels. By reaching the warp pad at the end.
If you're wondering if there are any super attacks,
well, there's one, but that's not introduced until World 3. So
there's not really much to say about area design.
Yeah, but for now,
only one of them actually sticks is actually from the show. Oh, and that's World 2?
No, World 4.
Oh.
Battlefield. World 2 and 4.
World 2 is the battlefield.
World 4 is the sunken sea spire. So, when you reach the end of World 1, you have to fight the boss, which is a giant purple light scorpion. Oh. Yeah. So,
my penis!
So,
first off, look at the fucking title of this. Read the title to this.
DJBB, Steven Universe Attack or the Light Battle Remix.
That sounds like a bootleg name.
Anyways, my cup hand and head adventure. Okay.
Oh god. So, yeah, most areas are kind of feel are kind of the same.
Yeah. Also, partway through the first world, you see this square creature, which is one of the lights, and it's I think I forget if it's cyan. I forget if it's indigo or orange or yellow. I think it's yellow. I think it's indigo. So the indigo, you try to capture it, but it runs off. Off for later. So yeah.
You don't really need to go over these.
Yeah. So you reach the end.
You said you fight a scorpion.
Yeah, you reach the end, beat the scorpion, and by taking out, and you have to balance taking down its tail so it gets less to attack. When taking down its 3 regenerating tail, so it gets less chances to attack, and taking out the boss itself. This. In my opinion, most of the boss fights of the game take an unnecessarily long time, with the exception of
they're padded out.
Mainly the first boss. The first boss is especially notorious.
It's the first boss.
Given how long it takes to beat.
It's the first boss. It shouldn't take long.
But after you slog through this first boss,
you make it
reach the
and then.
Each World 2, the Strawberry Battlefield.
Yeah.
Also, I should mention that sometimes you're prompted with dialogue from one of the gems, and then you get to respawn. Depending on how you respawn, a different gem will get some bonus experience.
Any examples?
For example, if you go into a room, you'll see. You collapse round rock with a pointed section on it. Yep. And the amethyst will point out that it looks like Pearl's head. And then if you say, I see the resemblance, amethyst will get into you. If you say it resembles your profile to Pearl, then and amethyst will gain most experience. If you say I don't see the resemblance, Pearl will gain experience. Yeah. At other points in the game, you're prompted to say, to encourage you're prompted through your dialogue options to encourage one of the gems and one of your choice bonus experience. Basically, how you gain experience on it. Anyways,
there's not much to say with these areas, huh?
So the second area is the. Alright, this second area is the, when you reach throughout this area, you'll come across green clones of the gems. Yes, they're light clones.
Fucking green clones!
You fight a light amethyst and light pearl.
Okay.
Well, light amethyst is out of your way, but light pearl is out of your way. No, actually, light amethyst is the only one you fight outside the boss battle. Yeah, with the boss battle...
I hate fighting me.
Yeah. Then there's a it summons a clone of each gem, even with mimicked attacks. And if you fail to use your action command to block, they succeed in their action command. It's a complete attack. Yep. So as for the boss itself. It can inflict you it can poison you, you heal its opponents, or perform a weak attack. So heal its friends. So you're probably gonna want to focus on taking out the clones first before you can do the boss. And once you take down the clones, it's just a matter of chipping away at the boss's health. And occasionally healing the poison on yourself when it poisons you. So, oh yeah. As soon as you win, you're prompted to move on to the next area. So, So this next area is the desert. Yeah, so after capturing the green light, you move on to the desert. prompted the sword. No. Oh, also in the second world, you meet the Indigo Light again and capture it.
Mm-hmm.
And Steven hears it talking to him and tries to respond, but it's captured anyways.
Okay then.
Yeah. So you move. So in World 3, most of the dialogue consists of Steven asking the gems if they can fuse. And once you reach the boss, then the gems say that this is a real emergency after the boss uses a scripted attack that gets everyone down to 1 health. After which Steven encourages them all and heals them fully, and they decide that forming Alexandrite would be the best course of action.
My real question, why is Alexandrite the only super attack here?
Yeah, Alexandrite is your only fusion, and she works as a super attack. If all gems are at full health, and you have 9 star points, you can select one of the gems, and you get to perform, and they'll fuse into Alexandrite. And basically a screen nuke that does massive damage to all enemies. Also, if you refight the World 3 boss, if you go back and refight the World 3 boss after unlocking Alexandrite, you'll use it before the point. Use it before the point that script's unlocking Alexandrite, the game crashes.
Wait,
at that point.
You tried that?
Yes.
Oh.
Like, normally, after a certain point, you'd have to use Alexandrite. The game would play out the cutscene to unlock Alexandrite, and that cutscene plays when you rematch the boss too. But if you use Alexandrite before that point, since you can only use Alexandrite once per battle, the game will crash.
Oh, the real question I have about this, why aren't other fusions we've seen super attack?
Thankfully, Save the Light fixes this from the gameplay I've seen.
For the most part.
In every existing Crystal Gem fusion, it has the is in the game with the exception of Alexandrite, ironically.
And they're not just super attacks.
They're not just super attacks. So, yeah.
Yeah.
As for the boss of this world, it's a giant orange turtle.
The bosses aren't very original.
And you can use Garnet's shield breaker ability, I think you can use Garnet's shield breaker ability to destroy the ship. Oh, make it do less damage and take more damage.
Also, obviously, if a gem gets taken out, they'll
poof, and if you have a certain badge equipped to them, they'll regenerate over time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll just kind of float there for the rest of the battle, or you revive with 1 health at the end of it.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
You move on to World 4. The Sunken Ceasefire. Yeah. So in this world, you get around it and well, yeah. We're recording!
They're recording a video!
Yay! Okay, anyway. Now the entire world heard that! Anyways.
So.
Okay, ignore the super annoying music. This was the only music we could find, and that was a remix of the game.
So, World 4.
In World 4, you encounter the yellow light, and similar thing goes on, except it doesn't. Except you catch it in one encounter, it doesn't flee like the indigo light did. So, oh yeah. You easily capture it, and then you get, and then you play through the rest of the world. And also there's a badge in this world called the Grumpy Badge. That's literally a reference to the development studio of the game Grumpy Face, which is really funny to me. And also each gem has their own unique badge that they can equip. which is really cool in my opinion. My only complaint is that this game has basically half the playable characters in the same world.
Dude, you are
I
not
still want to play that game.
don't go comparing it to a high budget console game.
Yeah, but anyways. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay. Well, call me.
So, come on.
Oh,
The
okay.
boss of this world is a big whale.
Seriously,
These are
blue
very...
whale.
Come on, why can't we just fight gem monsters? Or, come on, why can't we fight...
Because then it wouldn't make any sense for there to be repeat gem monsters. They have to have a common enemy species. These that you can have multiple of for it to work as an
These are just
RPG.
plain boring.
None of the designs are really memorable, and
Well,
it's been confirmed by the Crewniverse that they're not corrupted gems. They're just
of course
projections by the There's
Seriously.
no real stakes. They're just there. They don't have any emotional baggage or implications like the corrupted gems. They're just kind of mindless monsters that you can just destroy and they're gone. But anyways, let's move on to the final world, the red light world.
Alright.
And weirdly enough, of the map silhouette makes it look like you're gonna fight Senti here.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. It shows a silhouette of the supposed boss of this area. And its tails are like centipede heads.
Oh my god.
And so it makes you think Senti's gonna appear.
Yeah, but no. So you confront this.
So you go through this world, fairly uneventful. You find out a bit more history about the prism, and that was used during the Gem War, or my home world.
Yeah,
When it was left behind on Earth.
never really. Yeah.
And then,
Now I see why they said level 2.
yeah, and then, and then you reach the end, and we're out to fight the red prism monster, but the prism releases itself from Steven's bag and fuses with the prism monster, becoming the whole Light Warrior again.
And, well, how hard was that?
This boss is actually basically say the right thing at the right time.
Really?
Get a few hits in, and it'll become invincible until you respond correctly to what it says. By the end, you've convinced the light and it can just do its own thing and be what it wants to be. And then it becomes a copy of Steven.
Multiple copies.
Multiple copies of Steven.
What?
Okay, I guess it wants to be like Steven then.
And overall, the story isn't really anything special. By the way, the Crewniverse confirmed that these games are...
Level 2 canon.
Meaning
Which
they're-
in the future, the show might contradict what
I mean,
happens.
in
the
that-
show's canon will be considered to...
that whole thing about the prism just suddenly being used.
I mean, and they said that it was one of many tactics used by Homeworld, so
Well,
the prism could just still be canon and not be brought up at all in the show.
the only reference we've seen is an arcade
There's
game.
an arcade game called Attack the Light.
If you look closely,
In
in
the
front...
background, on the Funland Arcade in certain episodes.
But, oh my god. Please. We've spent enough time.
So, yeah, let's rate the game.
Verdicts out of 5.
The music sounds like Steven Universe background music. So definitely a 10. It works well. Oh, and it really he fits the show's style. Oh, even if I can't remember most of it.
Yeah. You only gave it
Like a lot of the Steven Universe background music.
It's just atmosphere.
Yeah, it's mostly to create atmosphere here.
And it's...
Mostly.
And no, the battle thing does not sound like that garbage.
Yeah, well, actually, it has about the same melody with the with the with
My penis!
No vocals. There's no vocals. It's not weirdly mixed, and it's not ear piercing either. It has the same melody. But anyways,
did you forget
graphics?
the
graphic. It's the show's far away style. So weird Lenny face eyes.
You can basically call these games the Lenny.
Attack the Lennies and save the Lennies.
It's weird.
I'll give it an 8. It's true to the show, but it's weird that they chose this art style in particular.
What's weirder is that it's still used for Save the Light.
Yeah. I guess to stay true to the previous game.
Hey, what about the gameplay?
As for the gameplay, the game is really fun. If the boss battles are a low point, even if the boss battles are a bit of a low point.
And kind of very dull and uninteresting.
Right? With the exception of me actually enjoying the World 2 boss a bit.
Wait, those are clone gems?
Yeah, the clone army.
I hate fighting me.
Yeah, actual quote from Pearl. No, if you watch the show, you definitely.
Yeah, but you most likely watch the show if you're watching.
If you're watching this video, odds are you watched the show.
And I'm guessing that fight might have been a reference to the water clones.
Yeah, to the water clones in season 1, episode 26.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah,
but gameplay verdict.
I'll give it a 9. The boss fights bring it down from a perfect score.
So the 9.
So overall, this game, it gets a 10. It's super fun.
Okay.
And while it isn't the most engaging,
it's
supposed to be a mobile game that you play.
It doesn't drag out too long.
It doesn't drag on too long. You can replay. It has a lot of replay value with equipping different badges and leveling different stats.
And I mentioned in laziness mode.
Yeah. Heck, you could if you're looking for something that's
way too fucking
really
hard,
difficult. Play
extremely unfair. You mean
extremely unfair or if a little lazily implemented Diamond Mode.
No, seriously, they hyped it up on the Tumblr, or as if
Tumblr pages.
Is as if it was going to be something.
A major, I'm going to have some changes or something.
No. Oh, it's just a hard mode. A very hard mode.
Also, we came up with an Attack the Light sequel before Save the Light was announced.
And it was kind of bad.
And it was really shit, but... Still, we came up with the idea first.
1 year before.
Go
ahead and give it a shot.
Give it a shot for the $5 it cost. It's definitely.
I mean, you got it when it was only.
I got it when it was on sale for $3, and I'm pretty sure the price has been reduced to either $2 or $1, to a dollar or two, depending on what you're buying on. So it's definitely worth picking up.
Either way, I'm Noseran.
I'm Amaray. Signing out.